years old. I'm originally from Cape Town in sunny South Africa, and
yes, I'm from South Africa too.
Yeah, and I've been living in Vietnam just over a year now.
How long have you been living here?
I am Vietnamese, sorry.
Okay. What brought you to Vietnam?
Well, yeah, a lot of people ask me that always. There's no particular reason I came here. After studying, I really wanted to go abroad.
How many countries have you been before you went to Vietnam?
Probably about 20.
Holy moly, 20! Okay, and of all of those, you decided to stay in Vietnam? Why?
Yeah, I don't know, like, I didn't know a lot about Vietnam. I wanted to go abroad, the opportunity was there between a few countries, and actually it was just the climate that brought me here because I don't like the cold.
Neither do I. Vietnam is so nice and hot. Are there any countries that you would like to visit?
Actually, I don't like to travel a lot. I just want to stay here.
Why?
Yep. I don't know, because I'm one of a kind.
Okay, okay.
And what do you do for living here in Vietnam?
I'm an English instructor. Yeah.
When did you realize that you are different from the other boys?
I think at a very, very young age I knew it. Probably 6, 7 years old. Like, I would rather play with girls than like throw a rugby ball around the guys. Like, that just didn't tickle my fancy at all. I just knew I wasn't the same as my friends that were boys. Yeah.
Do you think that in general you had a good childhood being so different, or was it difficult for you?
I think there was difficult parts of it, but it was more inner struggle for me. Being gay, like, usually naturally you're very self-confident.
Yeah.
It comes with it.
Yeah, I can feel it actually, like the energy around him is just quite confident.
Yeah. So from a young age, I was very confident and self-assured, and I knew I had to be strong always. But I was very confident from a young boy, so when I was being called names a few times, and I would just like say something witty, and I was like, y'all are a bit dumber than I am, so I don't really care. Like, just because I can't throw a ball doesn't mean I'm any less of a person.
Yeah.
That didn't bother me too much, to be honest.
Yeah. So you didn't have to hide yourself?
Well, I didn't come out, if that's really like, I wasn't openly gay, definitely not. I was just very confident in myself by living a lie, essentially.
But you still had fun, right?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
What kind of things did you do to hide that you were gay?
Well, as most gay men, I was dating girls.
Oh my God! Did you ever date a girl?
Sure. Why not?
God, I'm always like so interested in how this happens. How does a gay guy date a girl, and is it real love?
Of course not, because when I was in high school, I just want to hide myself from my friends. I don't want them to recognize that I'm gay, so I just date a girl.
And like, how do you find that girl? How do you like act like you fall in love with that girl? Is it all just like a game? What is it?
Just like hold hand, kiss, and just that.
And imagine she's a boy.
No, we don't need to. We just close the eyes.
I think, like, I've always been very good friends with girls because I identify so well with girls. I was like, oh, your makeup looks so nice. I love that dress, girl. And like, girls love it. And then you just like, also a lot of times, like, tumble into it. And the next thing you know, like, oh, I'm in a relationship with a girl right now.
Yeah, I often got that myself, where you are too friendly, all of a sudden you find yourself in a relationship and you're like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
You mentioned something about family problems. Can you maybe tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, being gay was always a bit on the side, like on the back. When I was about seven years old, my mum got cancer. And then when I was 8, she passed away from it. And it was very difficult because my dad was a farmer. So now it was this farmer with 2 kids on his hands, like, what do I do? But like, because I was so young, like, it was so long ago, like, it doesn't hurt anymore. But the sad part is, like, I wake up some days and I can't remember what my mom looks like. And and I have to go look at a photo. I wish I understood more what was going on at the moment. When I was grade 5.
Grade 5, that's like
10.
maybe 10, 11?
My dad married again.
Did he handle the death well or not?
Well, in great Afrikaans spirit, we didn't handle it at all.
Oh yeah, you just kind of put it away.
Put it away and let's move forward. But yeah, we didn't get along really well. Well, today I can look, she was just after my dad's money. But she like didn't allow me to see any part of my mom's family for 5 years. Like,
Who does that?
that was a bad situation we were in, and it just all boiled up. And then when I was grade 10,
That's like 16.
things are just going up in flames. She was manipulating him, Afrikaans spirit couldn't handle it, and he committed suicide.
I'm getting like goosebumps.
Yeah, it's,
Oh my god.
that isn't the biggest problem in my life right now. It's like, where am I going to live? So I was like, the day after he died, my stepmom came to me and she's like, yeah, I can come live with her. She just wants a few rands, like money, and some stuff from the house. And I was like, oh, this is what you are up to. And then, so I got an interdict against her. And yeah, I haven't seen or spoke to her since.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Well done.
I just needed that toxic out of my life. So I went to live with my aunt and uncle, my dad's brother, but they were very older, but they're the best people on earth. So they were about 70 years old when they took me in.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, like my last 3 years in school, I was living with them. And yeah, then finished school, I did great, like I got straight A's, like I was head boy of the school. Yeah.
It's quite hard to be the head boy of the school.
I was just like always, I need to fight, like pick your head up and fight another day because you have to, that's life.
I feel like that's the South African spirit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like we are taught from a young age to just keep fighting. Like even my mother used to tell me, Alishka, you're not going to go to the doctor if you just have a cough. You fight that cough. You're not going to get medicine.
Oh, cool.
Really? You have to really look like you're about to die before she'll take you to the hospital.
I think it's a good thing, but again, like I said, you need to find that balance, being a fighter and standing up for yourself, but you need to be able to be vulnerable and show you are sad and show you are angry. You have to show that as well, because that is part of the human experience.
We usually like to put, I don't know, it's like we just want to bury the bad things and we just want to like not talk about it. We don't want to deal with it and we wait for a perfect time to talk about it, but that perfect time is never in the future. It is actually right now. If you don't deal with it, it becomes so like closed, like nobody can open it up anymore.
It took me 26 years to get to the point where I know, like, you need to work through these things. You need to talk about it. You need to have those feelings, and it's okay not always to be strong and to be vulnerable. It is okay.
Leading into that, when you were being so strong and taking care of yourself, was there somebody that you could talk to, or what was your way out?
I don't know, I've always had a creative outlet. I've always loved drama in school, performed poetry.
I did that!
Yeah!
I did the same thing. We would like stand up and recite poetry, but with
Yes.
like lots of emotion.
And then you get marked on it.
Yes.
Yeah. And I love doing that. I threw myself into that and into leadership roles in school and stuff. But I don't know, in the back of my head, I just always thought like, oh, it's okay, like, it's okay. I never thought about it like, oh, this is actually like quite heavy stuff I'm going through.
Can you tell me a little bit more about coming out and your life in university?
I went to university, started studying law. I started it and I really did not like it. In my second year, I dropped out of university. So in that time, that was also around the time I came out. So in my third year, I was just like, you know, my life has gone to shit already. My sister is my closest relative. So it was to her and my friends I had to come out to, like those were the big ones. And my sister is so open-minded. Like, I sent her a message and I was like, I need to talk to you. And like, we went for coffee and I was like, I need to tell you something. And listen here, I'm gay. And she's like, oh, I know that. What coffee do you want? She was just like, yeah, whatever. Like, and like, that was for me so cool. Like, she was just like, I don't really care. Like, I love you for you. My other was my group of friends. And that was difficult because like, I was dating a girl in that group of friends and we were so close. I was out in town and I was a bit drunk. So like, I literally like called a few of my friends and was like, listen up, I'm gay, I'm here. Like, all of them were so supportive. The next day I had to wake up and I was like,
what did I do?
What did I do now? I mean, it's been worse. So I was like, actually, it's for the best. I should have done this a long time ago. And like, I saw everyone's texts and they were so supportive and everything. In that period of time, the only thing I regret about it, like really regret about it, is I should have used that time to explore my gay side. I should have used that time to learn to know the new me because I was too high.
I'm celebrating, right? It's like, I'm celebrating, I'm gay, but I'm not really getting to know myself, right?
Like when I left South Africa, I was at a very low point and like coming out to other people was difficult. But I think the most difficult part for me was coming to terms with myself and not hating myself. Because I hated myself for a very long time for being gay. I did not want to be gay and I tried a lot of things. Like, I watched so much straight porn and thinking that was gonna turn me straight. Did not work, girl, did not work. But I think the big struggle for me was unhating myself and starting to love myself. The day I left South Africa, I was like, this is where I stop. I was able to get to know myself and like, I was traveling on my own for 6 months and like, traveling alone, you spend a lot of time in your own head.
Yep.
And I did, and it was so good for me, like, and I started to love this new person, like, this proud gay man, and today I can stand here and be proud of it and like love myself. It was a very big journey, but it was all worth it, and it was needed to be where I am today. Yeah.
I want to cry so much because I feel like exactly like you felt when you left. I feel like I see myself in your message every time you say something like about hating yourself, about having to leave and about being proud of yourself. I feel myself in that adventure too. And it's really nice to speak to you.
Yeah.
Really.
Alushka, I can see so many emotions on your face now.
Don't look at my face.
Makeup.
Okay, Zach.